So we stayed the night in an undisclosed secret location in the Albuquerque, New Mexico area at our friend Otto's place, and his there's Otto and his super cool collection of rods that he's building. Otto, why don't you tell me a little bit about the rat in the garage here?
Well, actually it started out as a tea bucket, fiberglass tea bucket that I bought about 10 years ago, and it was a hot rod that people had started and nobody ever finished it.
Go figure.
Yeah, and so I wasn't big on tea buckets, so I pulled that body off and I put the 36 Dodge cab on it. And then I was just going to shorten a regular bed like everybody else, and then I came up with this idea to put a 49 Ford rear quarter on it because it has the nice round lines that go with the lines of the roof. You know, and I just narrowed it, shortened it, sectioned it, and welded the baby on there, you know, and I think it makes a really nice looking package.
Yeah, I'm going to step away and take a look at this thing.
Yeah, it looks a lot different than a normal rat rod that would have a normal truck bed on the back.
Yeah, I mean, the rear end is nice and tight. I like how you squeezed that whole Ford.
Yeah, right. It came out pretty good, and it flows real nice, and I think it looks really well. Did
some good sectioning work down here.
Yeah.
To get this thing to sit low.
Yeah, I slammed it 8 inches over the frame, channeled it, chopped the top 6 inches. And when I chopped the top, I actually just cut it at the belt line here, as you can see, and lowered the whole thing. I didn't have to make a cut out here in the middle. And I clean these all up, and it'll smooth out and look good.
Yeah, it's under construction.
Yeah, I lowered the window 3 inches instead of 6, so I still had a little bit of a window to look out of, and proportionally it looks perfect, I think, that way.
Cool wheels and tires.
Yeah, the back ones are original American mags. They're actually magnesium. Those date back into the 60s, along with the Englewood recap slicks that are on it. This car has a lot of new old stock parts on it, which makes it really cool because it's got all the vintage stuff. You know, everything is politically correct. There's no billet crap on it at all.
So what's under the non-existent hood?
Well, there's a 49 Ford. It's an old, 49 Oldsmobile. It's an old drag race engine that got pulled out back in the later 50s when small block Chevys kind of made everything obsolete overnight. And it was actually, I pulled it out of a Roadster, modified Roadster out in Bakersfield, California when I was out there at the March meet a couple years ago. And amazingly, it was in good shape. I took it apart, cleaned it all up, put everything back together on it, and it runs fine. You know?
It looks killer.
Yeah, I went with the Zoomy exhaust on it because I thought that looked good. You know, I went with a different kind of a grill. It's a 35 International truck grill that I pie cut it here and changed it. This used to be straight up and down, and I wanted this angle on it. And so I modified it up here and then stretched it out the way I wanted it and stuck it on there. These headlight rims, I'm not even sure what these are. Nobody can identify them. I bought them off eBay. The guy didn't know. There's a pair on there now, and the guy doesn't know what they are.
They almost look 40 Ford-ish.
They do, but they're like totally different than a 40 Ford.
Yeah, yeah.
And plus, well, this light I added the turn signal.
Okay.
This was just flat in here, but you know, I think it looks good because it leans back. I've got everything flowing backwards. The V of the grill, the V of the headlights, the V of the exhaust. You know, everything flows together nice on it.
Oh, it's real aggressive looking.
Yeah.
And what's the tranny in it now?
Well, I had a 39 Ford floor box, which is made to 85 horsepower, and I find out that's not too good behind a 300 plus horsepower Oldsmobile. So the first time I really fine-tuned it and hit the clutch at about, I don't know, 4,000, 5,000 RPM, it just blew all the teeth off the first gear. So I realized this isn't going to work, and so I pulled it out and put a Muncie 4-speed in out of my 67 Camaro. And that'll work out real nice for me.
So, and then we got a traditional solid axle Buick aluminums drums.
Yeah, those are Buick aluminum drums that I modified. The backing plates, I thought they were Ford F100, but they're not. I think they must be possibly Buick because they're 12 by 2.5. You know, like the drums are. They stop beautifully.
So you've driven them?
Self-energizing. Oh yeah. Until first gear went out.
Short drive.
2 days ago.
So, well, I think it's awesome, man. And I guess we should warn the residents of the central New Mexico area that this thing's going to be on the streets.
Be on the lookout. In fact, I can probably start it up.
Ooh, yeah, if we can fire this thing up.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if that 3/4 inch wrench tranny mount will fall out.
Try it. Just, we don't need a $9,000 pass here. Just to,
Yeah, I'll see if it'll start.
this is totally killer. Still running the generator.
Oh wait, I don't have a starter right.
Oh, well, we'll save that for the next visit.
Yeah, we'll take it for a spin.
All right, well, that's one of Otto's rods.